Hi guys, it's Joy and we are back today to talk about sports, romance, and Kindle Unlimited. Before we start, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. That helps these videos get seen by more people. And I just want to share these book recommendations to everyone. Okay, so instead of doing just one book at a time, we're kind of going to talk about series today because I find when I like one book, it ends up being a complete series when it comes to sports romance because we get multiple athletes from a team. They're usually like a group of friends who hang out on the team, and you're like, oh, well, I want their story too. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with the Pucked series by Helena Hunting, and the very first book is Alex Waters and Violet. And if you love this book, you're going to love the whole series. Alex and Violet kind of are like, I don't want to say the mom and dad, but they kind of are the mom and dad of the group because they're the first ones to start dating. And then their brother and sister, it's Violet's, I think he's her stepbrother. I don't know that they're full brother and sister. They might be. Anyway, so him and Alex's sister Sunny end up dating, and there's definitely a fight involved between those two boys. I can't remember his name. Oh gosh. But anyway, they fight, and it's really fun, that tension between those two. And then you also have their friends, not Sunny. Oh gosh, I can't remember the names. But you have Randy Ballistic, and then you have Darren and his girl. So those are the main four. Oh, and then you have, there's one more guy. And I can't remember his name, but he's redheaded and he's adorable. And you think he's just this big playboy punk, but then you find out that he's had his heart broken. And you're like, oh, baby, come here and I'm gonna take care of you. So you're gonna have him too. And I cannot think of his name. But this entire series is hilarious. Some are more emotional, some are more dirty, some will make you cry. You're gonna go through the gamut of emotions through this entire series, and then once you're hooked on this series, you're gonna want to read the All In series, which is basically a spinoff. Alex ends up coaching another team, and whenever he coaches this team, you still get him and some of the other Pucked characters in the story with them. And so you have this other series, and all of these books are free in Kindle Unlimited. It's like 9 books ish, more give or take. So like you could binge read them all right now. And the books in the All In series are actually they have free audio with your Kindle Unlimited subscription. You do not get that option with Pucked, but you do with the All In series because it was published through a different publisher. So Helena Hunting is my favorite. I fell in love with her writing in Pucked because it's just so outlandishly hilarious. And if you haven't read it, what are you waiting for? Next up, we have Sarah Nye's series. She has at least 3 sports romance series. One of them is not in Kindle Unlimited, but it's still great, and that's the How to Date a Douchebag series. I love it, but just know it's not free to read in Kindle Unlimited. But her Jock and Trophy Boyfriend series are both in Kindle Unlimited. I've read the first 2 books in the Jock series. They're interestingly written. The first half of the books all take place on Friday nights when these couples are meeting. So it's like you don't get everything, you just get like their Friday nights for a while. And then you start to get more involved in it and the day-to-day stuff. So I just thought that was really interesting. They're very, very low conflict. But they were really good. They were still funny and cute and adorable. I have not read the Trophy Boyfriend series yet, but I love the covers and I love Sarah's writing, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. And so that's why I'm gonna go ahead and recommend it to you, because I don't want you to not take a chance on it just because I haven't read it yet. Anyway, so just because I haven't read them doesn't mean you shouldn't. But they're all cute. And what I really like about Sarah's books and her writing is that the heroes are never perfect. They're always flawed, and you're like, oh, that's like a real life guy, but you make him dreamy and adorable. And isn't that what we all want? Right? Then we have Carla Sorenson's The Washington Wolves series. This is football. And I read the first two. I believe there's three in this whole series. I could be wrong. There could be four. But, yeah. So the first one is a single dad. And the girl, she becomes the new owner of the team. And he's like, oh, woman's not going to know. But she was like an influencer, and so she uses like all of her marketing smarts, and she really does really good things for the team. And just that I don't want her. I can't like her. Da, 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 da. But then he ends up like, falling for her because she actually cares and wants the team to do well, and it's just so cute. And then you have another one. I can't remember where the series goes from there, but it's multiple players from the team. And then you also have a spinoff, and don't ask me the name. I don't remember it, but I actually have a review to one of those books on my channel, really short. But if you want to read those two, they're, I would say, more sports adjacent. They have one that is a football player, also on the Washington Wolves, and she's like their PR or something. And then you have another sister of hers that dates a snowboarder, so that's also sports, not football, but it is still another sports romance. And all of these are in Kindle Unlimited, and I love them. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like swoony. They're funny but not too funny. They're angsty but not too angsty. They're like the Goldilocks of sports romance. Next up, we have Maya Hughes. She has the Kings of Rittenhouse and the Fulton U series. And these are all college football romances. I read, I believe, the one or two of the Kings of Rittenhouse, and I read, I believe, the first one of the Fulton U series, and they were all really good and cute. I did prefer the Fulton U over the Kings of Rittenhouse. It was just different vibes. It had the very, in the Fulton U, it had the classic jock and nerd vibe going, and I'm just kind of a sucker for that. The opposites attract. Like, I shouldn't like you, but I do. You're nothing like me, but you're really cute, and I really like you, and you're fun to hang out with. Sarah's books also have that same vibe as well, so I just find that really fun. I hope you do too, because you're gonna be like, oh girl, I love this book so much. But I believe there are 4 in Rittenhouse and 4 in Fulton U. So it's 8 books right there for you to read and fall in love with. Then we have the Summer Games by R.S. Gray. There's 2 books. One is a gymnast, one is soccer. The one with the gymnast is H-O-T, hot. Like, you're back. Do not look at me. I'm reading something and it's like forbidden and ooh, oh baby, and the soccer. She also has another soccer book. I don't remember the name of it. I'd have to look it up. Actually, I think I have it right here. Scoring Wilder. And I want to say that the Wilder coach ends up they run into them at the Olympics, because the Summer Games came out. The two books came out the year of the Summer Olympics, so 4 or 5 years ago at this point. But it's really neat because of the timing of it all. Oh, and I did not have this on here originally, but let's go with Megan Quinn's Stroked series. You have Stroked, Stroked Hard, and Stroked Long, which also came out that same summer. They were all Olympic swimmers, so that was fun too. It was a really fun year for sports romance, I'll tell you that. I completely skipped over R.S. Gray's, but if you've read anything by R.S. Gray, you know they're pretty wonderful. You're gonna love those. You're gonna love the Stroke series as well. I believe I talked about Bodie Banks in the Bad Boy Romance, I want to say. So you can check that out too. Yeah. So those are like 5 series, 6, 7 series, 8 series I recommend for this. I'm going to link down below to a blog post on my website that has more recommendations of books that aren't just in these series. So you can check out more if you want. I think there's at least 12 books on there. Some of them overlap. But if you want to check out more sports romance that are all free in Kindle Unlimited, make sure you go to my website and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything coming up. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!